ọmọ Yorùbá ohun tá a tún mú wá fún yìí mo fẹ́ kí a jọ farabalẹ̀ ká jọ gbọ́. Àní ní nọ́ọ̀tì sẹ́ àwọn Haúsá àti Fúlàní gbàgbós ó ti wà láàrin wọn. Àwọn Haúsá wọ́n tún ti fún àwọn Fúlàní ní quick notice pé láti rí pé àwọn wọ́n evacuate lórí ilẹ̀ àwọn. Wọ́n sọ fún wọn pé àníṣe Haúsá làwọn, àwọn kì í ṣe Fúlàní. Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe é ti rí àníṣe àwọn Haúsá yìí ojú wọn ti là. Àwọn náà ti rí nǹkan ariwo tá à ń pa ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ, àwọn náà ti rí i. Mo wá fẹ́ kí a jọ farabalẹ̀ ká jọ gbọ́ ohun tó ń lọ láàrin wọn ní north pẹ̀lú ìwà ìbàjẹ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ wù fún ìjọba Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí, bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni bàbá mi Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Ìfẹ́ kẹ́ rí mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí bóyá mò ń kàǹpé fún APC, mi ò kàǹpé fún APC. Àmọ́ ohun tí bá ń lọ nílùú Nàìjíríà yẹn àwa a mọ̀ bọ́ta á ti mọ̀ mú wá etí ìgbọ́ èèyàn wa tó yà á mọ̀ wípé kì í ṣe gbogbo ala ní access sí ohun táwa ní access sí. Àwa tí wà bíbà fún èèyàn tó yẹ pé ẹ ní access sí internet àbí fóònù láti mọ ohun tó ń lọ. Òun ló fà táwa fi mú ìròyìn tí ó bá ń lọ ní north àti ìwà ìbàjẹ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ wù fún ìjọba Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu láti mú wá tà fẹ́ èèyàn wa kí a jọ fetí ara wa gbọ́. Ìdí nìyẹn táwa fi wà bíbà yìí. Mo wá bẹ̀ yín ni mo wá rọ̀ yín ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò mí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, ẹ bá wa pé ètò yìí kó lọ dáadáa kí a jọ gbọ́ ohun tí mo tún mú wá fún wa lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní north láàrin Haúsá àti Fúlàní. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Àníṣe 2027 tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà yìí ọmọ alẹ́ ti kẹ́ àìfàìmọ̀ kọ́ mọ̀ jẹ́ wípé ọwọ́ ara wọn ni wọ́n fi ṣera wọn, àwọn gangan ni wọ́n padà pín Nàìjíríà fúnra wọn. Ọmọ Yorùbá àníṣe àìfàìmọ̀ kọ́ mọ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn gangan fúnra wọn ni wọ́n padà pín Nàìjíríà. tó àwa nígbàgbọ́ pé wà Nàìjíríà kò sí nǹkan tó jọ mọ́, àmọ́ èèyàn wa ló sì wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀. Ohun tí a sì fẹ́ iná ló ń ṣe fún wa. Kí ló wá dé táwa ní fìmọ̀tàn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀? Kí ló wá dé táwa rí nǹkan tí ó pa lára táà ní sọ̀rọ̀ síta láì jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wa mọ̀? Àwọn ò sínú yẹn. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Torí ètò abólẹ̀ Yorùbá ó jẹ wá lógún, ó ṣe kókó fún wa. Òun ni bàbá wa Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣá wọ́n fi lọ káàkiri láti jẹ́ kí ètò ààbò yẹn kó wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Kò sì nígbàgbọ́ lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè yóò tó bá wa fún wọn ní agbára àti òkun láti gbé wa délẹ̀ lérí. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́rọ̀ náà, ẹ mọ bá wa ká lọ.
And we are still discussing Nigerian politics. Now, the Hausa political movement in northern Nigeria is causing big problems for the Fulani political class. I repeat, Hausa political movements across northern Nigeria is causing big problems for the Fulani political class. The Fulani political class know that if the Hausas liberate themselves politically, it is going to be a big problem for Fulani influence, political influence in the whole of Nigeria. Fulani has captured Nigeria politically, and they use the Hausas to capture Nigeria. They use Arewa as a platform. They say north and south, north and south. When it comes to northern Nigeria, it is the Fulani that will present themselves. The Hausas are more in population. We have other tribes, but every time there's an opportunity for north to rule this country, the Fulani always present themselves. So they are using the Hausas to foster their political interests, their political agenda. So now, Hausas across northern Nigeria, they have started forming political organizations to replace the ones that the Fulani put in place to subjugate them, to put them in bondage. That is the interesting thing. And most of these Fulani politicians have started coming out to gaslight people. That some people in the West, wants to put enmity between we and our brothers, the Hausas. We and the Hausas, we share a history of marriage and religion. We have married ourselves. We have entered ourselves. We are one. It is difficult, but some people want to put asunder. That is the gaslighting. So these guys, these Fulani politicians, are coming to gaslight the Hausa people. If the Hausa like, let them be deceived by these same Fulani that deceived their forefathers, killed their forefathers, took their kingdoms, took their cities. The same Fulanis that they are there, they are calling bandits their brothers. Bandits that are killing both Hausa Muslims and Christians, displacing them from their ancestral homes. It's like let them be. They say we are one now. We want to bring division in Islam. That's what some people are saying. We want to bring division in Islam. Look at a former SA to Buhari. His name is Bashir Ahmad. Look at what he said. The reality is that while Hausa and Fulani remain distinct, we are also deeply connected. A Fulani man is saying that we and Hausas are also deeply connected in ways that make any rigid separation almost impossible. What he says is that no matter what happens, the Fulani and the Hausas cannot be separated. How many Hausa governors we have in the north? How many? So your union only benefits the Fulani. Your union led to the Fulani killing the kings, killing the leaders of the Hausas. Then you put your leaders there, destroying Hausa organization. Then you put your organizations there. So your inseparable union benefits. It cannot benefit the Hausa. Hausa states are being ruled by Fulani. You can see how these guys are gaslighting Nigerians. If the Hausa like, let them listen to these guys. He said, deeply connected. What is deeply connected? 7 governors in the north. Fulani, there's no Hausa governor. I stand corrected. Top influential politicians in Nigeria, Fulani. The Hausas are more in number. Most educated, in quote, influential and educated are the Fulani. So what is the benefit of the union between the Fulani? How has it benefited the Hausa people? If you look at it critically, the Hausas are supposed to even be leading the north. Even you have, okay, we are together, we are married. That marriage should be benefiting the Hausas, but the marriage is not benefiting Hausas, but the Fulani. That this man is coming to gaslight people. I'll read other reactions. But you see, one thing that is making the Fulani political class, they are trembling now, they are afraid. Hausa organizations, the Hausa people have come together to say that we want to create organizations to replace that of the Fulani. I'll read the organizations here. Number 1, Council of Hausa Imams in Dawa. Council of Hausa Imams. So they are not going to have anything to do with the Fulani. Number 2, Hausa Academics Forum. Number 3, Hausa Reading Forum. Number 4, Hausa Media Practitioners Forum. Number 5, Hausa Diaspora Network. Number 6, Hausa Students Association. Number 7, Hausa Youth Association, Voice of Hausa Women, Hausa Veterans. Hausa Media Practitioners Forum. Number 5, Hausa Diaspora Network. Number 6, Hausa Students Association. Number 7, Hausa Youth Association, Voice of Hausa Women, Hausa Veterans Club, Hausa Artisans Association, Indigenous Traders Association, Hausa Musicians Association, and Hausa Zala Associations. These are the systems that are being put in place by the Hausa people to displace the Fulani, to kick out the Fulani. So looking at these systems, the Fulani political class, they are afraid, because that is the same thing the Fulani did to the Hausas when they came into their territory, infiltrated them, killed their kings, took over their traditional institutions, religious institutions, and they put Hausas in charge. Hausas were the one in charge. They turned the whole system upside down to favor the Fulani people. And these are the things we have been talking about for a very long time. If the Hausas are liberated politically, Nigeria will be a better place. I repeat, if the Hausas are liberated politically, from the Fulani. You see, this Hausa movement, there's a particular political movement that was set up by the Hausa people. They said that if we are going to vote, we vote for Hausa people and Hausa interests. That is one thing I like about that movement. That is, their eyes are beginning to open. It's not about even coming on social media to just talk. It is actions. I hope that the Hausas can be able to carry out this thing they are saying. Yes, there's a video of a young man. He said that the Fulani deceived us, took our positions, took over our academic institutions. Listen, political institutions, academic institutions, economic institutions. In the north today, the richest ethnic group is the Fulani. Don't tell me Dangote. Dangote is a conglomerate of many people. When people invested in Dangote, you'll be shocked that even P2B, almost your past governors, your politicians, the ruling class, now don't be Dangote. You'll be shocked at that. Even Tinubu, all of them, they are united in Dangote kind of. So we'll talk about individuals that are rich in the north. The Fulani ethnicity, they are the richest, the most influential, the most powerful. And they don't want the Hausas to have their own movement. Like in Nigeria, the Yoruba people say, we want Yoruba interest. The Igbo people, they have their Igbo interest. The Ijaw people have their interest. But in the north, the Fulani does not want the Hausa people. The highest population in Nigeria is the Hausa people. Highest population. There's no population. The most spoken language in rural Africa, maybe after Swahili, is the Hausa language. But yet people don't want to have, which governor, which politician, mention one Hausa politician that is influential in northern Nigeria. Mention one. And the Fulani keep on importing their Fulani brothers to finish the war with Manu Danfodio started. They are filling the Hausa communities, taking over Hausa communities. They are not pushing towards the middle belt, coming to the other side of southern Nigeria. From southern Nigeria, they are going to the east. And they will come on TV and they will be smiling, Nigeria will be better. They are the ones sponsoring terrorists, bandits. So maybe the way bandits almost finish Hausa people. Hausa people are now a conquered people. As in, according to the Fulani, communities are being wiped off. Nobody is living in that communities. But the Fulani are, see, where you have banditry and terrorism, it affects only the Hausa. Why does it not affect the Fulani? I said it before that we have the Soga of Sokoto is kind institution used to put the Hausas under bondage. Can't a Hausa person become Sultan? You replace the Hausa religious and traditional institutions with Emir. You see, when the Hausas revolted, the Fulani saw that these people were revolting. This is not the first time the Hausas are revolting. This is not the first time. It is the British that even gave the Fulani, they played the kind of politics. They saw that the Hausas was about revolting and taking over their lands and communities and returned to the original state. The Fulanis went to align with the British. Yes, the Fulanis went to align with the British. That we can be your slaves. The British gave them the right to establish emirates. The British backed the Fulanis to establish emirates because the Fulani played that politics of, okay, we are with you, we surrender with you. You know, in the southeast here, we fought them. But here, the Fulani, they saw that if they don't surrender to the British may restore the Hausa kingdoms. But the Fulani played that politics, going to meet the white man, come, we'll align with you, but you give us this right, you give us these positions, you give us this power to form our institutions. That's what the Fulani did. That's why today, the Fulani will tell you that the British gave us power. The British gave us the rights to Nigeria. We have the documents. Because they sold Nigeria because they wanted to occupy people's lands, destroy their cultures and civilization. So I'll be reading some of the statements by Fulani. I carefully have to bring out some of the statements by some of these Fulani. Somebody says, if you try to liberate yourselves, it is going to cause war. The Fulani is saying, responding to the Hausa saying that we want our political liberation, They are now telling the Hausa that, see, it is better we, as united as we are, let's stay together and fight the challenges. Let's stay together and fight and speak up against bandits and Boko Haram. Why Boko Haram are not killing Fulanis? They are killing both Hausa Muslims and Hausa Christians, taking over these villages gradually. Mago manipulation, style. They come and say, we are against this thing, but at the back, they know that whatever the bandits and terrorists are doing, it benefits them. I have said it, I will repeat it again. Sokoto is safe where these bandits are operating. But a black king is not safe. The bandit headquarters and the domain of the Sokoto. The Sokoto is not threatened by these bandits and terrorists. There's someone that is living far away from the bandit. Their lives are being threatened by the presence of Fulani in their communities. You see, you can see the joke. They will claim like there's nothing, we are against, come and punish, Islam. You can say some lying words so that you can deceive the munafiq or the infidel. You can lie so that you can get your way over the infidel. You say, God punish bandits, God punish Boko Haram, and it will not be better for them. At the end of the day, what the bandits and Boko Haram are doing is benefiting them. I've asked this question again. Now, if Islamic State of West Africa turn Nigeria to an Islamic state, would it not benefit the Hausas, the Fulani, and the Son of Sokoto? Is that what they are doing? What these bandits are trying to do, is it not what the Fulani want? Maybe the way the politics is going in Nigeria today, they may not be able to achieve it. So let's try and achieve it another way. You see, all those bandits, Boko Haram and whatever it is, they are needing to put the Hausas in place, put them in check. An example is your favorite Buhari. Buhari has edified top leaders in the Fulani community because they wanted political power. And I told you that the only thing that this book can offer is threat, violence, religious extremism, nothing more, nothing less. Because of political power, they threaten to bring in aliens into Nigeria to cause war, civil war. They are ready. Jonathan got the intel, and Jonathan said, the blood of any Nigerian is not worth my political ambition. Jonathan, he said so. The blood of any Nigerian is not worth my political ambition, because the same Buhari and all these people who think that they are civil, they are human beings. They are willing to bring in people to start killing Nigerians. These are people that are saying that we are against banditry, we are against this, but they are the ones using them for their own political and selfish interests. They found it difficult to say, brothers, we have achieved our aim, we have gotten political power. Please, you can go back. They told them to go back, but they refused to go back. If you notice, although Buhari through the Minister of Interior and Emefiele, they gave Mietala 150 billion naira for what? Mietala. Okay, we have Mietala in which association that represents the Hausa people, despite being the largest political ethnic group in Nigeria. Where are their leaders? Where are their politicians? Where are their states and regions? Where are their communities? Are they not ordinary Ijo will not reach anything. Ordinary Ijo get influential politicians. The Igbos also have influential politicians. The Yorubas have. Where are those of the Hausa people? It's because they form alliance with the Fulani, and we are together. Our unity is you cannot come and destroy us. Okay, they are saying that if these people try to liberate themselves, it is going to cause war. And Nigeria, no, not Nigeria, northern Nigeria will be another Rwanda. Because of the threat, they are saying that if you decide to remove your chains, if you decide not to remain a slave, northern Nigeria is going to turn to Rwanda. That means they are the ones that are put in their chains. They are the ones that don't want you to liberate yourself. They are the ones that will turn northern Nigeria to Rwanda. They are indirectly, these Fulani people are indirectly telling you that they are the ones that put in their chains and don't want you to liberate yourself. They are gaslighting everybody. And that is said, some Nigerians are trying to put enmity between the Hausas and Fulani that have shared long history of religion and intertribal marriages. Who cares about that? Hausa is a distinct ethnic group. The Fulani are a distinct ethnic group. Yoruba and Igbo they marry does not mean if the father is a Fulani, that person is a Fulani. If the father is Hausa, that person is Hausa. What is inter what? There's nothing like inter. If the father is Fulani, the person is Fulani, not Hausa Fulani. If the father is Hausa, the person is Hausa. So don't bring the all those your mago or say we are share long history of religion and intertribal marriages. That is bullshit. Well, you answer people say now like the door. It's because when they do them, that's why they do all these things. You say when I give them waiting there, I like the Igbo people. They will tell you you're one Nigeria to hell with your own Nigeria. We know your plan. You don't carry out those your Fulani mentality and come in the southeast. Even we will tell you that our own tradition cannot absorb Sharia or Islam. Yes. Because they know that that is a tool used by the Fulani to run people, to run your culture, your tradition, your heritage, your civilization. They run it down. Some people in Nigeria say they don't get villages. They don't have any place they can call their village. This is my village. Thanks to the bandits, Boko Haram, courtesy of the Fulani and Mutiala. Courtesy. When they said Nigerian government released the names of sponsors of terrorism, how many Hausa you see for there? How many Hausa people you see for there? Yeah. I know they say Igbo to be IPOB. It is the work of the Fulani. If you look at it critically, what is IPOB fighting for?
Biafra.
And what is ISWAP and Boko Haram fighting for? Except we don't deceive ourselves because we like deceiving ourselves in Nigeria. That's why we cannot get good governance. We cannot see better for the country because we like deceiving ourselves. Another person said, hey, we know some people are planning to cause division in Islam by pushing for Hausas to revolt against the Fulani. And they are trying to cause division in Islam. And that's why they are pushing who is a gaslight. The kind of Islam people are practicing is an Islam of terrorism. We have people practicing Islam in the south, and they are not having these problems. But your own problem, you are the people causing division. People try to gaslight the Yoruba people, Sharia into the southwest. They resisted. The leaders in Yoruba land came together, and now there's no Muslim governor, although there will be in the future. So the Yorubas knows how to push people back. They have learned their lessons from Alimi and Afonja in those days. I don't think you people can be able to pull all those Namagbaru as it is now. Let me continue reading. Now, Shegumi continues to advocate for bandits, terrorists. He will be advocating for the terrorists while these bandits are killing Hausa Christians and Muslims. They are leaders, they are Fulani leaders. You don't see them advocating for the Hausa people. You don't see them. From MSO to their military chief, military generals, to their political leaders, to their religious leaders, to some of Sokoto, you don't see them advocating for the victims of this Fulani terror. But you see them advocating for the terrorists themselves. Someone like Shegule, a Fulani. Look at NSA, National Security Advisor, saying that the Fulani, they are our brothers. Can't you understand? Can you say a terrorist is your brother? A government official is saying that terrorists are his brothers. Terrorists. You see, when these people start playing manipulation, lies and deceit, Nigerians refuse to use their brain to know that these guys are deceiving Nigerians. Fulani, they are complaining that a movement called Hausa Zala, which is meant for the liberation of the Hausa ethnic group, is used to divide and conquer, separate and rule by Arewa pagans. They say that pagans are the ones pushing the Hausa to liberate themselves. Okay. We are not pushing Hausa again. If the Hausa don't love what you know, what we are pushing the Hausa, or we are supporting, is because what the agenda the Fulani is pushing. If you can stop in Hausa land, let it stop in Hausa land. Don't carry it to middle belt.
Yes,
Don't carry it to the south.
that's right. No.
Because if it is only outside we are doing, we will not complain. When as you attempted to bring it into the southeast, southern, and southwest, that is why you select put in our mouth. If your agenda, let it stop with the outside people. Since you are not bringing division, don't carry agenda to Nigeria. And we will do everything we can to make sure that the Fulani does not get close to political power until ethnicities, nationalities are liberated, until we restructure Nigeria whereby these nationalities have power shared from the center to better their lives, develop their culture, civilizations, and heritage. That's the only thing we can do. Anything aside that, okay, people are joking. May God help the Hausa people.
I'm inspired. I'm ready.